Hi there, Chris here. So I thought I would try and answer a couple of questions and maybe pick this lock again, showing what exactly I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what I feel. So first thing is it's an inexpensive Chinese disc detainer lock. First thing you should check on that to make sure they work. They usually do, but not always. So it's a very simple bitting on this. This would be a 0 cut. That would be a very deep cut. This would be a 0. That's a shallower cut. That would be 0. That would be a shallower cut. Now what we notice is this is the last disc. And it's because it's not a 0 cut, it tells us that this is not a front tensioning lock. Now, this is a front tensioning tool, but you can still pick this lock, and I'll show you how. So a couple of things we're going to go through first. First, you want to rotate all the discs to the right. Second, and this is something I learned from Crappy, the Crappy lock picker, who's anything but, is how do we make sure we're tensioning only the spinner and the first disc, which is important because if you miss that, if you're tensioning 2 discs, you're never going to set the lock. You never open it. So we line everything up, put it in, and all we're going to do is get on that first disc, which is right there, and we're going to turn it counterclockwise a little bit. Where is it? Okay. And then we're going to take this out. Hopefully not disturbing that, so I can show you. And as you can see, we've only tensioned the spinner and the first disc. The other ones are still where they were. So that's important, that little test. Because without that, you're literally, if you're tensioning the first 2 discs on a disc detainer lock, you're not going to get any kind of feedback. You never get it open. So we've turned everything clockwise again. We're going to go in here, line everything up. We've turned everything clockwise, and we're going to put this in, and we're going to sink the picking tip all the way in. Now you want to make sure that you have, get my key there too. You want to make sure you can navigate the whole lock. So there we go. So we're going to put a little bit of tension, keep my thumb out of the way, and find that rear disc, the first disc that you could feel. And there it is. And we're going to mess with it. And because we haven't set any discs yet, the feedback on this is going to be a little funny. It's not going to be real evident, but I did get a click there. So we're going to go to the next disc. It's on, it's been rotated to the 0 position by our tool. So there it is, I'm on it. I'm going to click, go counterclockwise. I got a nice click there. And as you saw before I slipped out, I had about this much play in it, which felt good. So we're going to find the next disc. That one I believe is a 0 cut. We're going to leave it there. We're going to find the next disc. I got a little click out of that. We can find the next disc. And that is the last disc. So to open the lock, it wants to be rotated this way just slightly. Remember, it's just a shallow cut. See how it's shallow? Boy, yeah, there you go, very shallow. But we're gonna put it all the way in the 0 position, and we're gonna come back down here and find a 0 cut disc to tension off of, because I want to tension off of it and counter rotate the picking, not the picking tip, the tensioner. So I'm looking for a 0 disc. That seems to be a 0 disc because it's all the way clockwise. Now I'm going to counter rotate the whole pick. I got a little clip, a click. I'm going to come forward, and we got the lock open. So that was a fairly clean pick to demonstrate. Just to go back through it, if this last disc looks like where the key goes in, if it looks like this, it's a 0 cut. It's going to be front tensioning. If it's this, if it has any kind of cut in it, like this little cut, I'll show that again, then you're going to have to tension either from here or a 0 cut. And you do that by moving your pick tip to this, tensioning it, counter rotating the whole pick, and that moves this last disc just slightly. You'll get a click, you come back forward, and you get your open. It sounds simple. It's difficult because the feel, you can't get it until you get the feel, and it takes quite a while to get the feel. So, but keep practicing. These are cool. There's a lot of these on Thingiverse. Crappy had made some, and there's others that a lot of other people have made these little spacer training wheels. So I would recommend those. If you're into making your own pick tips with one of these guys, this is 1.5 millimeter. It will fit in here. This is 6 millimeter. You grind it down till it looks like that, and that's matching whatever lock you're trying to pick. If you have a profile lock like this that has the little indentations in the center, you can make it like that. So there you go. Hopefully that's helpful. It took me forever to get the feel, get all the understanding, and I'll put a link to the understanding part of how all this works. John Locke did a wonderful video, and he made a 3D model that you can see through, shows all the discs, what we do, all that. And I'll put that in a linked comment. So there you go. I'm very happy that I'm finally getting the feel. I have picked some other locks, 2 other locks, one of them on my channel. It took like 16 minutes, and I think I just fumbled my way to the open. Which, if you've tried with these, boy, fumbling your way to an open is few and far between. And if you get one, it's awesome. But if you can't do it again, what fun is that? So there you go. Hopefully that's helpful. There's a lot of guys picking disc detainer locks. Just go, go through whatever locks, look for an Abus Plus, look for cheap Chinese, look for whatever, Abloy Classics. Watch the people, how they pick those, and you will learn. Anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Thanks, Slinky. Oh, you're going to come say goodbye? Bye.